Alright, so this one was requested by my pops. Hey Dad. So you're traveling this summer and you can't do your yoga, or you can't do your swimming, your laps at the pool. So it's still important to expand your body and your motion and everything the same when you swim, right? So when you swim, you do a lot of concentric motion, you roll out the joints, definitely you wake yourself up. So I'll just come up with a 15-minute yoga session you can do instead of your swim. And what I have here today is just a towel, right? A towel and a hard concrete surface. So you can go on a road, you can anything, I mean, for me, I always love to teach somewhere by the water. Somewhere by the water with concrete, where there's a lot of people who can come for free and sit. Anyhow, let's say we have 15 minutes on the clock, right? First, always start by just coming to a seat, listening, opening your ears, starting to focus on the breath, deepening your inhales, pausing at the top, exhaling. So go for about 3 of those, and challenge you to picture one of your family's smiling faces on the way up every time. Now we're not going to do any crazy oming because first timers, that can be a little bit of a stretch. So let's go ahead and go on our hands and knees. So this is good just to rock back and forth on your knees. Start maybe opening up the spine a bit, pushing away the ground, dropping your head, really stretching, locking your elbows, and coming back to a cat-cow. Now we only have 15 minutes, so we're gonna go straight to a down dog here. Down dog, walk it out, push all the way into the ground, and pedal your feet, each one kind of take turns putting one all the way flat and the other all the way flat. And really feel that side, those hips kind of start to open really gently. See what your hips can give you today, but I like to kind of push into my side body with my down dog. And then you come back to center and you push all the way down so that even your head might touch the floor. And you jump up. Jump your feet or walk your feet up to a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Now I like to go to one side and the other. You can't really see me right now, but it's good to shake the hips here. Start opening up the hips, opening up the side body. Arching your body back, looking behind you. And when you're ready, come back down. to a plank, and then I'm doing upward facing dog. So if I have just 15 minutes for a yoga routine, I'm definitely gonna enjoy my first upward facing dog and really kind of put my ear to one shoulder than the other, kind of wag my tail, figure a way to get all the possible cracks from this first upward facing dog. Are you ready? Push yourself back to downward facing dog. And here, we're gonna go straight into a warrior two, just time conscious. We're gonna open up our leg to the side. We're gonna bring it to our elbow, to our nose, straight out to a warrior two. So this is very powerful to do for your whole day. Once you're a warrior, you're always a warrior. So you become a warrior every day anew. Flip your warrior. Come back down. Side body. Stretch your elbow out in front of you. And then straighten your leg. Chop your back foot up a bit. Feel a little bit of a pyramid pose here. Bring your both arms in front of your leg. Important to get a nice hamstring stretch here if you can. Bending your knee, just touch your knee to nose. Putting up your left hand to the sky. You can now fall upon your left hand, lift off your right leg and go up in the sky. Now we're gonna drop down to the side pose. Today, all we're really gonna do here is do some circles, some swim circles, right? So let's open up as if we were doing the freestyle, right? Let's do our freestyle pose right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let's empathize with all the motions in the pool. Butterfly, backstroke, backstroke, freestyle. So let's get our little freestyle in here. Drop it down. Shifts back to the front. Now, this is quite restorative. We're going to do a lizard pose if you can manage it. But for most, I'd say come straight to a pigeon where you put your knee down right here. And honestly, pigeon is one of the poses I love to rest in for a good minute or so and enjoy the restoration that happens. You really feel recharged after laying in pigeon for a while. Now we only have 15 minutes here, and we're at about 7 minutes, halfway through. But as you can see, even 30 seconds in pigeon is worth it in the grand scheme of things. And if you don't know what I'm doing, you can Google pigeon pose. It's very important. All right, let's get back up. Let's do another plank chaturanga. Up, down. Alrighty, let's do that other leg. This time we're putting our right leg up in the sky. Bring it to the side. Up to one elbow, another. Warrior 2 on this side. Little thumbs. Flip your warrior. Come back, side body. Side angle stretch. What we do now is bring that back foot up, bring that front arm down. For pyramid pose, start feeling the hamstring open up. Bring the other arm down. Lift your right arm now up in the air. And bring it down. Lift your left leg up in the air. And back to where we were swimming last time. So, one thing I also like to do here is kind of twist the hip. Open up. Do a little standing. This is basically a reminder that if you want to open your heart, you can do it all day long, just standing up. Putting your arms in prayer pose. Thrusting those hips forward, dropping your head back. Oh, we've opened our heart. Let's pivot back to the front. Get that optional lizard pose if you'd like it. But for most of us, let's go ahead straight to our pigeon on this side. The lizard takes practice, as does pigeon. The more you do pigeon, the more you can rest even more perpendicular and enjoy it even more. Remember to keep breathing through all these poses, right? I mean, if ever your mind wanders, bring it back to deep breaths. Know that that's the best thing for you. And move with the breath, you know. Really see how deep you can go with every inhale. And then even let go and exhale into even deeper positions. All right. We're gonna bring it back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Optional look at the sun here if you're facing it. As long as your eyes can handle it without crying. Alright. From here we're gonna go jump up to halfway lift. I like to drop my hands underneath my heels. It's like a hot yoga posture right here. Just cupping the heels here. Letting the head dangle. Getting into a chair pose from there. From chair, we're gonna go all the way up. And now the one balancing posture that I challenge you to add. I think you like challenges, so we'll go straight to a dancer. And Dad, I think I was pretty impressed by your dancing at the wedding. If you can learn to do a dancer's pose every morning, I think it'll bring you great joy. Again, this is probably best for you to Google, but I think if you do one of these balancing poses, the dancer is definitely the one. I change foot, let's do the other one. I always love to feel, always kick, right? Feel the shoulder, feel that shoulder blade open. And when the shoulder blade is open, start feeling in your gut. Feel the strength from your gut. Listen to everything. Let it keep you in position. Alright, we're gonna do a big inhale. Then we're gonna come down. And we're gonna drop down slowly, do a quick Sphinx pose. Basically your hands out. And really feel like an Egyptian pharaoh here, or pharaohess, whatever is best. Let me do a quick time check here. I have about a minute, so if I had a minute and I was laying here, what I would do is come up to camel pose. No, fixed firm first, if I really had a minute. Fixed firm. And last of all, camel pose. Now, Dad, this is gonna help you open your heart for your whole day. Same as your heart is opened with a great swim workout where you really bring your heart to its edge, up your heart rate. When you open your heart like this, camel pose, really the effects are immense. Often, that alone can make you nauseous or freak out, but if you just focus on stretching your toes, locking your feet out like that, I would say we're gonna get an extra minute in here. We're gonna first stretch our side leg here, then the other. And honestly, that's 15 minutes, right guys? So I encourage you to relax and enjoy all the work that you did there. You are now a warrior with your heart open. You've opened loving kindness in your brain to family. You've done a bit of balancing and dancing. And now you can relax to Shavasana. And do some abs tomorrow.